To welcome you to our mid-year concert. We have a lot of great stuff that we're going to present for you today. I'm stalling a little bit while we're having an equipment malfunction, so we're switching up one of our snare drum stands here real fast. But the group that is starting out our concert tonight is our junior varsity Drumline. They are working on a couple of songs that we just started recently, so you're going to see some new music. And also, we've really upped the level of the music that we're working on. We're getting ready for our Drumline competition. I'll talk a little bit more about it later, but it's Saturday, March 22nd. And this year we have 17 drumlines coming to our gym to compete on March 22nd. It'll be 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. There's also a little blurb in your concert, concert program. So, we are going to get ready here quickly and then start our first set.
What do you need? Drumsticks. Go ahead. Okay. No, let's lift.
Okay, ready?
Sure. Absolutely.
Okay, vocals. Let's hear them. All right? Pick up. Spiders up first. cadence here in a long time. And the last time we played this cadence on stage, it was done by the Varsity Drumline. So that gives you an indication of the level that they're working on this nice new music. So I'm going to show you the offbeat sizzles in the fourth bar, yeah?
Okay, give us another.
Do you need a copy? I got you. All right. Remember this was a little bit slower, right? Symphonic band, if you could come up and help us get the stage set up, we'll have a quick transition and be back with our concert band. for this group is titled Fanfare for a New Era. Mark Williams, the composer, was a Northwest native, and a lot of his songs feature like a Mount Rainier suite, or there's a Northwest suite that have 3 different songs about like the Space Needle and different stuff. So I really like to program his stuff. Also, lots of offbeat syncopation. So now with this group, we're starting to work on some of the more complex rhythms. And a fanfare is a fun way to work on those rhythms. So next, we're going to switch it up. This is a song called River of Hope, and it is based on the melody Down by the River to Pray. So you'll probably hear that melody in a couple of different places throughout the song. And it is by Michael Sweeney.
Could you do a B flat first down below the staff? Thanks, Rick. Got it? Okay.
piece of music for an overture that's bringing in different melodies and really quite complicated, and like 4.5 minutes long, which is a really, for this level of ensemble, quite an undertaking. So I'm proud of that. Okay, next up, this last one, there is a composer by the name of A.P. Chavez who's done a lot of songs that we do for our pep band program, and I've kind of followed his music for a long time. So when I saw that he'd written something for concert band, I was really, really intrigued to check it out. And so this is a recent composition by this composer. It is called On Freedom's Wings. so this is our symphonic band. The 3 songs that we're presenting for you today, we are going to present next Tuesday at Fife High School for a panel of judges and also other bands that are in the area. So this is our contest set that we're going to present today. John Mackey is a really creative composer. He often does things in mixed meter, although last spring we did enough crazy mixed meter that I thought I would give that a little bit of a break. So this one does have some changing time signatures. However, it's really rhythmically edgy and very different. I've never heard a band piece like this before. So Foundry is evocative of like a metal shop that's working with metal. But this is also meant to be a pun. Music teachers are all about the bad puns. Apologies. But it's about found items that can be used to make music. And so across the percussion ensemble, we have all kinds of different instruments that we don't really use. I was at the hardware store many times and Goodwill, like banging on different pots to find out which ones had the right sound. So we've got one instrument is 4 different pots strung across a string. Another instrument is random scraps of metal with chains laying across those chains, and all kinds of craziness that we're going to put together into sound. So we've enjoyed putting this one together. It's definitely different, and I hope you enjoy it. This is Boundary.
Thank you.
different. And seeing how it happens. Also, I probably shouldn't say this on the microphone. This is why I had students speak at the last concert, but here we are. I also did tell the students that the reality is if you played a note in the wrong spot on a piece like that, no one probably gonna know. So, you know, do your best and enjoy it. So this is a piece called Prelude and Fugue in B-flat major. Imagine yourself in a giant cathedral somewhere in Europe with huge stained glass windows, and in the back of the cathedral is this huge pipe organ. And at the pipe organ is one musician making tons of sound. This song was written by Bach for an organ as a prelude to a service in one of those massive cathedrals. And so it's been arranged for band, and this is one of the hallmark songs in the wind band repertoire. Colleges, high schools always play this song. So since we're going in front of judges next week, this is one that I really enjoy. There's so much musical that happens, but also it's kind of to impress the judges. So this is working on more lyrical style. It also is introducing the concept of a fugue, which is like a round, so you'll hear a melody that's repeated in different sections. And working a lot on tonality, having a beautiful sound. So this is Prelude and Fugue. so why not in front of a crowd with a microphone? But we have a couple of college and university professors that are coming later this week to work with us on these songs and help us to continue to get ready. So thanks to the professors from Pierce College and University of Puget Sound. They are donating their time to come in and they're going to work with us on these songs. And then as we go to our contest next week, one of the adjudicators will spend about a half an hour coaching us up a little bit too. So pretty cool. Typical on a contest program is to show a march, is how you normally finish the program. So today we selected Washington Post March by John Philip Sousa. Marches are studies in contrast. They can be quite comical, and so it's contrast between light and heavy, bright and dark, and lots of syncopations, offbeats. So this is probably a melody that you recognize, and is a really great developmental exercise as well as fun to play. So the Washington Post March by Symphonic.
Yes, sir. Okay, let's do
This is our saxophone ensemble. They recently competed at the solo ensemble contest that we had. Speaking of our solo ensemble contest, we had more entries in our solo ensemble contest than I can remember us having. I think we had maybe 7 or 8 soloists, and we had a couple of ensembles as well. So we were really well represented. 2 of our soloists are going to state to represent Lincoln, so that's pretty good. Taking first place was Daniel Lapointe on the snare section, which I did. And in a section called Multiple Percussion, Jan Cohen played the tenors solo and also took first place. So, and this group is called the Five Bones, and the song they're going to play for you is called Green Bossa. gentleman who helps to coach this group and donates a lot of his time to support music, not just in Tacoma, but the musicians from Lincoln High School. Their coach, William Dummett, I actually didn't tell you about this. district website, there's a spot where people can shout out specific people. And you were on the website and given an award from someone who said wonderful things about you. So I have that award in my office, but I'll get it to you. So let's hear from William Warren. Just a few seconds, we'll be up with our last group, Lincoln Drumline, as they're while they're finishing getting set. I need to do a little shameless promotion thing, and it is very rare that I ask for our community to do fundraisers. We're actually in a really unique position in that when community organizations ask our drumline to go and perform, they usually pay for our group to travel and then pay for us to perform. So the reason that our band program doesn't do cookie dough fundraisers or other things is really because our drumline program is able to self-sustain the entire band program, and that's pretty great. We are in a unique situation though, that after 17 years of having a drumline program, our equipment is really starting to fall apart. And I'm not going to extend the sob story too much, but there is a little backstory. The school district had provided funds for schools to use during COVID for us all across the district to get new instruments. So it was a large amount of money. So I put a good portion of that to get us a whole new set of drums. And then, with supply chain issues, and we had challenges with a specific vendor, our contracts got pushed out and extended, and then the vendor just canceled our contracts, and because it was government and not school district money, that money just disappeared. So we ended up getting $35,000 less of instruments than the other schools in the district. Just unfortunate, one of those things. I have been asking for the district to do what they can, but also with budget shortfalls, we're in a position where we kind of need to work on our own to support that money. And also, I'm in a position where when I'm asking for money, it's very self-serving. But if there are some parents or community members willing to talk about how Lincoln, our whole music department, and our percussion section in particular, represents the community and why it's a good investment for the school district to help provide us with some of those funds. A full new set of drums will be about $27,000. We are looking to see if maybe we could get some used equipment from some marching drum lines that work over the summer. So we have some ideas. As we're preparing for our Drumline Invitational, we have 17 drum lines, 4 expo drum lines, including the Seattle Seahawks, the Husky drum line. We've got a great lineup of people coming to our gym. So I have prepared a letter that talks to community philanthropic organizations or businesses about how they could sponsor our Lid Fest and get some advertising and also support our Drumline program. So I have a couple of asks for you. And I don't ask for support very often because we're in a really fortunate situation. But I do need support, both for advocating with the district to see if our school board representatives and those that are making the financial decisions could hear and recognize the need that we have and understand a bit of the backstory of why we're in a tough spot. And also, if you would be able to use your network of friends and family and businesses that you patronize in the local community to see if we could get some support to help prepare for our Drumline Festival. We are happy to shout out those people who are supporting us and make sure they get recognized for that. But by myself, I don't have the connections or the energy or time. This needs to be a community project. And these drums, having the abuse that they take, 17 years has been great, and they're just falling apart. So I would be so grateful and honored if you would reach out to me. I can send you the letter I have prepared, and I can help support you in supporting us. Let's work together, and I'm sure that we can make this happen, but it's got to be a community effort to make it happen. So without further ado, thank you for listening and supporting as you always do. But here is our Varsity Drumline. is almost all new songs. We have a book of about 20 different songs that we pull up all the time, and we added 4 new songs that we're showing at the tonight. We're like just getting used to performing these, and you'll notice that they have spotlights of each section that are really showing the difficulty level. So we have really increased our skill level, and this ensemble also went to the solo ensemble contest. So yeah. The maximum limit is 16, so we took 16 of this group to play the next song that you're going to hear. And in a very intense percussion ensemble setup, we were given a superior rating, which is the highest rating possible. It was pretty cool when the adjudicator, after she finished scoring, she came up to work with them a little bit, and she was kind of just stammering through her language about like how what she had seen, and she said like, I remember playing bass drum when she was in college, and she was talking about the way the splits rocking. She's like, I just want to see this one part again. And then she had, while watching, she's like leaning over and looking at their stick heights, and she's like walking around, and they actually played it better when she was right next to them than they played it the first round. And she said, you have no idea that you guys are playing college level music. And so as I was leaving, the judge got up from her table and ran after me. And it was like, what are you doing with those students? And I was like, they keep me busy. Like, I don't know, they just love what they're doing, and you can see it when they play. So this next piece has a lot of stuff. I won't get into the musical weeds of how insane the difficulty is, but also, again, not the perfect person, January got busy, and so they only had 2 weeks to put this whole song together before they performed it and got a perfect score. So that's just crazy. They have 2 more songs for you, but this next one is so difficult and so cool. And now that I've talked about alcohol. working with music. I love working with Lincoln and your students. Thank you for sharing them with us. I hope you enjoyed our presentation. Our next, we've got lots of events coming up in March, so we'll be in touch, but thanks for coming out tonight.